welcome to tutorial land where I am nothing more than a disembodied voice talking over a picture of my computer screen. During our live chat on revisions, I talked about a feature in Microsoft Word that I love that I find often goes underutilized, the Navigation Pane. I mentioned a Twitter thread that gave a small tutorial on it, but then I couldn't find the thread to link for all of you, so I figured I should make a video on that subject. So here we are. There are a couple of ways you can reveal the navigation pane in Word. You can hit Control F and that'll open it right up over on the left side, or you can go to View, Navigation Pane, and that does the same thing. Once it's open, you'll see that you can search for specific words, you can look at the individual pages, or you can click this option on the far left to see your headings. In revisions, I use this search bar and its subsequent results a ton in the line editing phase because word repetition is something that every writer has to deal with, and I like being able to jump through to those words that I use too frequently and cut or replace them as needed. Here we're looking at the first two chapters of a very old, very shelved book of mine, so don't judge it too much, please. It's just so you can have an example. What I really wanted to focus on in today's video is this headings feature, though. If you go back to the Home tab, you can see this Styles panel over here on the right. Styles probably have some very technical definition, but basically they're presets that you can apply to your work that assign special meaning to chunks of your text. When I'm revising, I use the Heading 1 and Heading 2 options a lot. I don't first draft in Word, I usually jump into Word on the second or third draft, but once I've uploaded my full book into Word, the first thing I do is set up my headings. My revisions process involves a lot of jumping around and fixing things not necessarily in chronological order, and so setting up headings first makes the whole process go much quicker. To set up headings, highlight the chapter title and click Heading 1. You'll see it's now been added to the navigation pane. However, it's also probably changed your font to something not as pretty. You can go into the presets of this heading and change the font and color so it updates the correct way all the time, but if you're not as technologically savvy and that sounds like a lot for you, don't stress it. You can just change the font like you normally would and your words will still keep their heading status. If your book has parts, you can make use of the Heading 1 and Heading 2 features, labeling your parts as Heading 1 and your chapters as Heading 2. It does take a bit of time to go through and convert everything, but again, I find this so useful for my own process. I used to dread trying to find where I'd left off and figuring out how to keep everything cohesive while I jumped around attempting to fix arcs, but headings make this a little easier. It's just one less thing that I have to worry about. One of the things I love about this as well is that you can move around chapters just like you can in Scrivener, like taking big chunks of text and switching them, which we all know sometimes happens in revisions. Thank you so much for watching today, Word Nerds. I hope that this short tutorial will help you too if your revisions process is like mine. Be sure to let me know any questions you might have in the comments and I will try to answer them. I'm by no means a Microsoft expert, but I will do my best to help you find the answers you need. Good luck and stay nerdy!